0-2.
It's the 2K Sports.
Starting Darren Williams, JaVale McGee going up against Russell Kobe Bryant, Swaggy P. Let's do this. You guys don't want to see my ugly mug all the time. Plus, it takes up some of the screen.
Happy Sunday evening to you and yours. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony with Doris Burke on our sideline.
JaVale McGee, Roy Hibbert, the jump.
Always fun. This
Holy
time it's the Los
shit.
Angeles Lakers intent on protecting home court. And this is the first time they've matched up with the Mavericks this year. Well, guys, they got swept in last year's series.
Wow.
That's the first and foremost thing in their minds as they look to turn the tables this time around.
I had Clarkson starting the last couple games, but going with Russell now.
Between the two teams.
Yeah, no splits here, partner. One team will have bragging rights, and a win tonight is the first step.
Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Parsons and Dirk are
What the hell was that crap?
Darren Williams out there with Matthews. And it's McGee in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
You know, you look at Dallas, and that team didn't rely too much on the mid-range or the short game last season, but they could have. They shot 7.
And a nice 1-2
Took it to the
house.
house.
Great defensive play and great basket in transition.
Aggressive play, attacking basketball on the attack.
Pulling that jumper up early.
Full throttle.
And in a lot of Dirk high posts and push shots from their guards will do that.
It isn't the most efficient shot by analytics, but there is a lot to be had in the mid-range. If teams only protect the three and the rim,
Swaggy P.
you can feast
Good
on
try.
them with the little short push shots, and the Mavs did that last season.
Now here's Williams. Parsons outside. Nowitzki inside. He's guarded by Bass. And that one's
Dirk
good.
automatic.
Nowitzki's got his first 2 points of the night.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
And then Hibbert with the dunk.
Hibbert throwing it down.
The hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
And the Mavericks with possession here after the basket by Los Angeles. Parsons attacking. Can't get it to go. Lakers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Let's send it out to Doris Burke, who caught up with it.
Three-point line, don't know why.
He said, well, he probably has the best footwork of any player in the game. You can't give him any room.
Oh my God.
Kobe is going to get his points. They just want to try to limit his efficiency.
Okay, move around,
out
guys,
there.
move around.
Guess we'll see how they do.
Thanks, Doris.
Oh my
And
gosh,
Hibbert
Hibbert. Internet connection quality is currently not sufficient to broadcast gameplay. Fucking PlayStation sucks.
to the Kings.
And with the number of turnovers they had in that game, guys, it was going to be an uphill battle all the way.
Especially when you couple the turnover with the soft.
Is it not broadcasting now? Okay, it says I'm on air. Alright, Call of Duty, major malfunction.
Defense they was playing. That's a losing combination.
Now here's Kobe following the miss by Wesley Matthews. And Young kicks to Hibbert. Back to Young. Lets it fly. And the shot is good.
Nice.
Dropping in off the front of the rim.
Okay guys, I'm just going to make sure the
Young's got
broadcast
his
is
first
on.
points of-
I don't, it's just retarded right now. First I got kicked out. So I'm going to have to throw the old camera on it. So, bear with me. There it is. Alright, folks. Man, it sucks. Alright, folks. I'm ready. I think I'm ready. I don't know.
The game. The Mavericks trail. Here's McGee. Good. The nice assist for Williams.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Lakers are...
Gosh darn it. Fucking kid. Ugh. Fucking up my shit, kid. Alright, let's do this. That'll look right.
Here's Hibbert, puts the move on.
Nice.
And he was fouled.
Nice.
Shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
Unrecognized command. Unless I say the F word.
Leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
Lakers were awful in a lot of aspects last season, and their play at home was a major one. Greg, they
good job, Hibbert. Good job.
do anything at home.
Lakers up 3 right now, first quarter.
And given how pricey those Laker tickets are,
I had to put my face back on the screen so I could make sure I was broadcasting. PlayStation only okie doke on me.
Now here is McGee.
Come on, Dirk, shoot that crap.
He hits the back iron and
Automatic Hall of Famer.
a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
Russell dishes to Hibbert. To the inside. Bass. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the
I don't know what's going on right there. V-Bass. V-Bass didn't do good. He didn't do any good tonight.
You know, the Lakers were a bottom dweller last year. I mean, their home record was 12-29, guys. That was tied for the second worst mark in the NBA.
And you know, guys, a lot of the problems for the Lakers at home last season was with their shooting. They had the lowest three-point percentage in the league at home. Not exactly friendly bounces for them.
Now here's Williams.
Chandler Parsons wide open.
His first basket still in this one.
What the hell? And he gets another shot. Garbage.
How in the world did they let
Lakers, they lack small forward right now.
Bryant passes to Russell.
On the 3.
The foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. And he'll go to the line to shoot 3.
Darren Williams screwing up. Now I got to make all 3 of them.
Last year with a record of 23-18 away from Dallas Clark. Good for 5th.
Slightly late. Okay.
And Kevin, that's what you'd expect
D'Angelo
from a veteran
Russell.
team like the Mavs. I mean, throughout the roster, this team has guys that
Nice.
understand
Excellent.
what it takes to win on the road.
And guys, the Mavs did have a good record. Most of it came at the expense of the Eastern Conference. Only 10 of their 23 road wins came against teams.
And he makes all 3 field goals.
You know, it's funny. Back to the Mavs on the road last season, they were much better defensively on the road than they were at home. And that's
Darren Williams. Parsons looks shoot 3s, man. Okay, I think we might have to double Dirk.
Williams with a clean look. And yep, rolling around the rim.
Watch out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
A drive by Russell. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Lakers winning. Lakers up right now.
Always give you a battle on the interior guy.
On occasions last year, the Lakers were all right on offense. Other times,
Do this.
they were just stagnant.
Do
There was
this.
just no motion, nothing going on.
That's a great point.
10-minute quarters, Hall of Fame, difficulty. One of the worst teams in this game, the Lakers, next to the 76ers.
Catching up on the changes for
I won't
Los
touch that
Angeles.
franchise ever again
Check in
on
for
simulation.
him. Nance comes in for Brandon Bass.
Lakers have a little bit more athleticism, I
Now
think.
here's Matthews. 23 points for him.
Oh,
the
Lou
last game
Williams
against the
stole it.
Clippers in Los Angeles.
What the hell? Oh, that's crap. That's crap. Dirk versus Lou Williams at the jump. Come on, little man, get yours.
And so
Not even close. Straight trash. Okay,
Parsons
Wesley
outside.
Matthews.
He dishes it to Williams. Off the pick. Here's Powell.
That's garbage. Get that crap out of here.
It's time now to look at the NBA's top shooting teams from a season ago.
And the Lakers are not anywhere close to the top of that.
Any better than they did. I mean, they weren't the best in the league, but man, they were right there.
What do you guys think so far about
Shooting
the offensive
two.
approach for the Lakers?
Guys, right
The
from
ball
start,
does not
they're
lie.
determined to establish a presence in the paint.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent
Julius
number of
Randle's
assists
finally
so
in.
far for him.
KJ McDaniels, he's checked in for Los Angeles.
Oh, I got KJ
Clarkson
McDaniels
comes in
in.
for Russell.
Check out his
Felton,
face.
he's checked in for the Mavericks. Barea comes in for Darren Williams. McDaniels kicks to Randall. The Mavericks pull it in.
That's Crash.
Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss
Yes,
there.
yes,
And you
yes.
guys know how much I love
Okay, my
aggressive
second unit looks to be
defense.
better than
In that game, they were just a bit over the
on
top.
paper it looks better than the second unit of Dallas, but whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the
I
Lakers.
thought it was not just aggressive, it was
Dirk.
reckless. I mean, they approached it more like bumper cars in a game of basketball. Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
No, it always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten
That's such
a
an ugly
nice
shot,
edge
dude.
on it.
Now here's Barea. He's coming off
Oh.
a 10-point game against the Clippers.
Not really his best
Get
quarter
that fast
as
break,
far
boy.
as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on
Oh,
track.
JJ Barea. Garbage.
Out of bounds, Dallas will take
How did I lose
And
it?
checking out some numbers for Parsons.
Lou?
A very nice season for him last year. Put up about 15 points per, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. He has
Chandler
been
Parsons.
terrific throughout, putting up some huge numbers offensively.
Yeah, you know, you just plug him in. He's a flat-out scoring machine. When you plug him up...
Oh my god, Larry Nance can't even rebound.
Clarkson dishes to Nance. Puts it up.
Gotta get
The
that.
shot by
Gotta get
Clarkson,
that.
no good.
Well, I think
Oh,
the defense
fudge.
got lucky right there. I mean,
They're
he's going to
ants.
make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Nowitzki a screen. Here's Barea.
Oh my gosh. I hate JJ
Short, but
Barea.
it's good off the front iron.
Jose Juan. Get that
And
crap
the
out of
Mavericks
here.
lead by 1.
And he came
There's only
off that
one
screen,
JJ in
and
this
he
league.
just didn't
It's Redick.
get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge
On the shot.
Greg, and when that's the
Dirk's
case,
second foul.
you can mark
First
those
quarter.
off for him.
Time for a
And look here at how
substitution,
the
Dallas.
Lakers ranked in the NBA last season. 5th in fewest turnovers per game. 5th in second chance points. They were in the top half of the league in team rebounding as well.
Julius
I
Randle
think that speaks to the
shooting
fact that this team
two.
aggressively goes after the basketball at every position.
Yeah, but and the stat I look to, though, is the low turnovers. They did such a great job of limiting their mistakes, really maximizing their opportunities.
That was so
offensively.
ugly,
Dallas making a
Julius.
switch
So
here.
ugly.
Harris is checked in. Mavs made the playoffs again last season. 14th
Don't
playoff
go. Why is
for them
Randall
in
on
the
Barea?
last
I don't
15
want
years,
that.
and only the San Antonio Spurs have made more to Greg over that time frame.
Yeah, and they had a tough first-round opponent.
Talk shit about
Number
JJ
2
Barea
seed
and
Houston,
fucks.
a good old Texas tussle between the 2 and the 7 seeds.
Here's Clarkson following the score by Dallas. Williams for 3. Parsons with the rebound. Parsons got his 3rd rebound on the night.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the
Oh my
board.
gosh.
You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
And, you know, time will tell how big a factor that becomes in this game, guys, but if you're the coaching staff, it's certainly a
move
point
around.
of emphasis.
Now, here's Clarkson.
This
He's
is
been patient so
stupid.
far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Shot clock at 6. Here's Randall. Hits to the rim for 2 with the D all over him.
He's trying to
And,
post
you
him
know,
up.
the Mavs got bounced out by the Rockets in 5 games in round 1. They were able to avoid the sweep, but losing the first 3 was way too much to overcome.
Williams against Felton.
Look at all these
Parsons with a screen
screens.
on Williams. Felton attacking. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the
He's gonna
contact
miss
and he'll shoot
one.
2.
And for Dallas in the playoffs, really, it didn't help to have the Rondo drama going on at the time. Even if that hadn't happened, though, you got the feeling that they
Called
were
it.
overmatched against a
Called
red-hot
it.
Houston team.
And for Raymond Felton last year was nothing short of a disaster. Missed the
And you
first
put this
31
one in.
games with an ankle injury sustained in preseason. And he played for a poor team. And
This,
things,
oh,
you know, Greg,
even better.
being the lead of the ball
Even
handler
better.
like you were, they just never got
Oh
much
my
better.
gosh, it didn't even
Felton as the
matter.
season went on.
Lou
Yeah,
Williams,
The problem
straight
when you
trash.
have that issue early on,
Oh,
you know,
KJ,
you're basically in
look at those
catch-up mode, and so
eyebrows.
because of that, he never
Look at that head.
got into any kind of a rhythm when he was available.
think he really
And
looks
that's
like
not
that.
surprising, given that he averaged less than 10 minutes a game for the season.
Lou Williams doing the
after
Frankenstein.
averaging 33 a game for his entire career.
Good. Parsons got 5. 1:14 left in the first quarter.
Oh, my favorite guy, Sakare. Sakure's in.
On the wing, Williams lets the 3 fly. That drops.
Lou Williams making up. Making up.
The game tied up here for the Lakers.
And, you know, getting back to Raymond Felton, it looked at one point like he would become the league's next great playmaker. Drafted 5th overall in 2005, immediately after his
Oh my gosh.
Felton
Look at that
never quite
face.
reached the stratosphere of his fellow draft mates.
And one last thought about Raymond Felton. I really feel
So
like
ugly.
he's at that
So ugly.
classic
0 for
crossroads
3.
in one's
0 for
career.
3 at the
If
free
his
throw line.
conditioning is there, if he's healthy, he still has the skills and the moxie to make a difference. It just
1 for
comes down
4.
to him wanting
Shooting
to make that
25%.
effort, which gets harder
Right.
after a decade of wear and tear.
Hold on.
your
2
body.
shots, right?
Now here's Williams.
Oh.
Passes it to McDaniels. Dishes it to Nance.
Trying to double team me.
Lakers working the ball around now. And good.
Holy Williams off the back foot.
Williams has got 5.
lead
Several
right
big
now.
changes going on here in the early
Now you play
portion of
defense,
this
guys.
game.
Come
Yeah,
on.
but neither team really able to jump ahead.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Here is Felton. Here's Powell.
Straight
Dallas,
trash.
no good that time either.
Okay, hold on.
Excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
Hold
McDaniels
on.
passes to
That's the
Clarkson.
last shot. So we're just gonna.
Up top, Nance. No good off the back of the rim.
Straight. Wow, kept the lead.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far.
No time. No time. We want
And Dirk
gameplay.
Nowitzki still remembers the Mavs 2011 championship. He said he'd love to get one
Is that
more
Dirk's hair?
before it's all said and
Holy
done.
shit, look at that haircut. Let's hear what Dirk has to
I
say.
mean, that 11th season I'll never forget, but once you tasted the victory, you know, you see how great that felt and, you know, how happy the city was, and it was just one big party over the whole summer, so you want that again, you want to experience it again.
Straight
Definitely
Sasquatch.
not enough for Dirk. He's been to the
Mountain
mountaintop
monster.
once more.
Dirk
There would be
Nowitzki.
terrific for him. He's been to the finals twice.
Yeah, and you heard him.
That's
It was
classic.
like the whole city was having one big party
All right.
all summer long.
Speaking of
because
parties.
they were there. How could you not
Oh my
want to
gosh,
have that
turnover party.
experience once again?
Welcome back, folks. We have a close game
Oh,
here.
what?
At the
I
start
had
of the
ball.
second quarter of play.
Good ball.
And what stands out to
Kobe's
you
on him.
from the Lakers in
D.
this
Williams.
one?
Come on, D.
Really, it's always a positive when you can get some impact
Oh,
off your bench.
you got
Always
pancake
nice to
swatted.
have firepower coming from the reserves. And they've had firepower and then some so far.
Okay,
And now, brought to you
I know
by
who I'm trading
Gatorade,
next.
all
Swaggy
filled
P.
up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineup.
Swaggy P
On the floor
sucks
for Dallas.
ass.
Matthews out there with Nowitzki. Then there's Harris. Then there's Darren Williams. And it's McGee in at the center position. Here is Russell. After Wesley Matthews scored, Bass gets an open look. Off target
Why is
from
Bass?
three-point
I'm
range.
just not
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give
irritated
up
with that shit.
kind of a
Don't be at
look
the
very
3-point line if you can't fucking make it.
Lucky than good sometimes. Fortunately, they didn't get burned.
Get down low
on
and do some fucking
Solid
rebounding,
on
you
the
scrub.
one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy
Kobe.
they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah,
Kobe.
one reason why I just don't know that I've ever
Hold on,
seen
get a
him
screen,
miss
Kobe.
a play like that.
And here is Los Angeles now, following the score by Dallas.
And
That's how you do it, Sakre. Suck it.
Not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the force has that
LA
much
Lakers
thunder on.
game 3 of the regular season. Dirk for 3.
Good.
Of course,
And a nice
left wide
assist for
open
Williams.
all
And
day.
it's 9 points for Dirk Nowitzki.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they built this lead for themselves here.
Russell kicks to Sutton. He gets the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
When
Show
with
that
a
flash
two-hander on that
dunk.
slam, that's where the weight room comes
Flash
into play,
slam.
Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
Man, I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Here is Matthews after the basket by Los Angeles. Over in the corner, Williams from the arc.
Kobe with a
Rebounded by the
delayed
Lakers.
rebound. Love
Goes
it.
the Denver Nuggets after this one. That'll be the latter half of this two-game homestand. Russell kicks to Young. Unloads from 13. The Mavericks pull it in.
That's crap, dude. Soccer, you look like you had
He's
it.
got 3 rebounds now in this one. And it's the Lakers on the break.
Here it comes.
And Nick Young with the slam.
You can see the importance of that steal. I mean, really a 4-point turnaround with the conversion at the other end right there.
Yeah, the importance of the defense there. Instead of giving up the bucket and having that 5-point deficit, all of a sudden, we got a tie ball game.
And for JaVale McGee, what was once such a promising
R2D2 says, good job.
Yeah, you know what? He is capable of being a major rim protector and rebounder, but I think teams are getting a little bit impatient with him because he's just not mature to the point that you would have expected.
Dallas calls timeout. As the teams
Okay, primary offense.
We need to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some
Get to the baskets. They don't want me shooting threes.
They want to make sure they don't wear down
Come on, guys.
later in the game.
Slacking. This game always takes an hour to play.
You have to stay hydrated.
Oh,
And the Lakers making a change here.
Hibbert doing the
Hibbert's
freaking
checked
stand.
in. Now here's Williams. Harris dishes to Nowitzki.
Need double team on Dirk.
17-foot shot on the way. Misses the mark. His 3rd miss of the game. 4 for 7 now. Young with the ball. Picked up by Harris.
Kobe!
Gets it to go.
And for McGee, it looked like he had taken a positive step last year when it was announced he would sign with Boston. The front office even came out and sang his praises. Then negotiations fell apart and McGee didn't play again for the rest of the season.
Kobe can't play defense.
Over his career.
Lakers have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Russell passes to Hibbert. It's rebounded by Dallas. McGee's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Money, he forced his way out of Washington partly because of it. Didn't sign with the Celtics because he wanted to be an unrestricted.
Just want to get that
free agent at the end of
substitution in.
the year. He has to
All
show
right.
that he can still play if he wants
Frankenstein
somebody
time.
to really pay.
Julius Randle's checked in for the Lakers. Here's Matthews. No
Straight
good.
trash.
Good
Kobe with a
defensive work
rebound.
there by Young. And here's the fast break. Randle leading it all the way. They
Oh
grab
my
their
god.
own
Oh,
miss.
get Hibbert.
Hibbert gets the
Good
bucket.
board, bro.
Hibbert's
Fucking
got
lazy,
7
Hibbert.
points in the game.
Lazy.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now.
Oh my gosh.
Especially on the
Transition
interior.
defense.
Yeah, and that's 4
Lakers,
straight field
you
goals
fail.
now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Outside for Kobe. And what was that about?
No vintage
Not a good
Kobe.
shot right there.
You're not no Curry, Kobe.
Williams attacking. Second shot opportunity, and that's 2 points on the layup. Williams has got 4 in this quarter.
Williams.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation.
Yeah,
on
well,
his
Kobe's
part.
about fucking
A hustle play on
50
the
years
putback
old,
by
man.
him.
And here's Kobe for 3. Bryant.
Oh my
can't
god,
get
this
that
is
one
maybe
to
it's
fall.
just me. Kobe sucks ass.
Here's Matthews. No luck. And the Lakers
Kobe with
going the
another
other way
board.
now. And it's the Lakers on the break. Russell's running. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
Risky pass in a situation.
Jose
like
Juan
Gary
Brea coming back
wasn't a
in.
steal.
Fortunate to get
I
it
hate
through.
that guy.
I thought he was headed the other way with that one.
Williams, he's checked in for Kobe. And Dallas also making a switch. Berea's checked in. Now here's Randle. 14 points from him the last game against the Kings in Sacramento.
And he was also a big factor
Oh my
for them
gosh.
defensively. I think he tallied 4 blocks in the game.
Stops. Pops. Here's Berea.
Oh,
Williams with the block.
rejected.
They say it was
That one went
touched
to
by
Jack
Williams.
Nicholson.
Now he's checked in for Dirk Nowitzki.
Dirk. Sasquatch. German Sasquatch. Randall doing the Frankenstein again.
Pass to Powell.
Hit
Dallas
Dwight
moving the
Powell.
ball
Oh, you
around.
can't shoot that. You can't shoot. Come on, take the
And
ball.
Williams, here we go.
Oh,
And
oh,
Hibbert with the
Hibbert
ball. It's
swats.
out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here.
Lakers showing heart. Showing heart.
Raymond Felton, who's checked in for Dallas.
Frankenstein.
And stolen by Russell.
Oh my god.
A Out of bounds, Dallas will take possession. While we have the time, let's take a look at last season's best transition teams. Fifth, the Mavericks.
I mean, this is such a tough team to deal with. You see the numbers. They would just push the ball at every opportunity.
And so it's Dallas with it. And here's Barea. Outside Matthews.
Fucking open, dude.
Good, and it's Barea who picks up the assist. Matthews has got 5 now.
Can't leave your guys open.
The defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean,
passing
come on
across
now.
fucking
He doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Taken away by Williams. To the middle. Will it go? It's blocked. And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession. Some changes for the Lakers. KJ McDaniels comes in for Nick Young. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Russell. Chandler Parsons, he's checked in for Dallas.
Crap. Loose. Oh my gosh, dude.
And here we go. Fast break. Barea's got it. Right side Matthews.
Yeah, leave him open. Okay, KJ, throw it down, man.
And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. And yes, sir, that one drops.
KJ.
I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
From the baseline.
Straight trash.
In chance shot, and he hits it and gets hacked on the play.
Fucking garbage.
Possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Just a grinder, always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Larry Nance is checked in for Roy Hibbert. Free throw good. Parsons. And Chandler Parsons really set off a Texas rivalry last year, drafted by the Rockets in the second round. He received an offer sheet in free agency from the team's rival, the Dallas Mavericks. Eventually chose Dallas. Injured in the playoffs, hurt a knee, only played the one game. But I think they've got great things ahead for him with the Mavericks.
Parsons was a restricted
just fucked
free
him
agent
up.
that the Rockets could match if they wanted to, but they declined to match Dallas's offer, which sent Parsons packing just up the road in Texas.
And it's the Mavericks with the ball after the basket by Los Angeles.
Lakers playing a little bit better in this game than compared to the other two games I was in. 30-point blowouts. SWAT.
Outside Matthews.
SWAT.
Parsons sets a screen for Matthews. Terrific.
Oh my gosh. And what was Julius Randle doing? That's one thing about Julius Randle. Where's your defense at, kid?
Really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
And Nance kicks to Randle. The Mavericks pull it in.
Fucking bullshit now.
Won't miss many of those.
Here comes the blowout.
Especially with the defender not in the best of positions here.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there.
Oh my God, dude.
Like he did. But boy, that was a nice job.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either, Greg. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Barea with it.
Fucking shit.
He kicks it to Powell.
That guy can't shoot threes.
Off target there. That would have pushed the
Wait.
lead to double digits. Some dishes to Randle. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
They set the pick. 1:52 left in the first half. Now here's Matthews. He's guarded closely. Clock at 4. Powell. That's good.
Yeah, after a first quarter where they struggled from long range, they really started to get it closer to the basket.
Yeah, and that's a nice adjustment on their part, Greg. Even for the best three-point shooting team, sometimes you got to do a little something different to get your offense going. Well, let's take a look at last year's Dallas
That's in this match, I think. It's Larry Nance Jr. on Chandler Parsons. Just realized that. I thought that was Dwight Powell, but it's actually Chandler Parsons.
When you squeeze the orange, and take care of the basketball like they do, you put yourself in position to win.
Fucking big man on this game suck.
Off those turnovers. I mean, teams really get caught unprepared to deal with that blitzing style, that trapping, diving
I'm gonna take that motherfucker out of this game. Larry Nance Jr., you're on the fucking chopping block. That's fucking crap, dude. Can't make free throws, you can't play. Nice defense,
Even though
Luke.
he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
How was there no foul, though?
And although he doesn't quite alter the shot.
Well, almost as effective as a block. I mean, made him completely change his release point, and I think that caused a miss.
I tell you what, he clearly had a brain freeze on that one. You might just as well keep going straight to the bench.
Lakers.
Here is Berea. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. 46 seconds left in the first half of basketball.
Come on, you know you just want to fucking shoot it.
The feed to Matthews. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead. Matthews has got 9 points in the quarter.
Guys,
Lakers fucking start good and they suck.
There, man. That was sweet.
Clarkson kicks to McDaniel. And there's the pass to Clarkson. Down low. And it's going to be 2 free throws.
It doesn't matter because Larry Nance Jr. can't make free throws. Shit.
If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Pass is checked in. Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for Dallas. He doesn't get the second one.
I'd like to see him use a little clock here.
I agree with you. Milk the clock with this possession. That's what they've got to be doing.
Brandon Basket, just get out of here. Dude, go play defense.
Here's Powell. He's guarded by Bass. No one near Felton as he lets it go. Hits the three-point bomb. Felton has got 6 points.
And really, the defense didn't do a lot to fight around that screen on that possession.
Here's Bass, and that's the final possession with the nice defense right there.
Hey, why are you laying over there?
First half. It's Dallas up
Hayden.
by 12. And now let's catch up with
Why are you not laying on the pillow?
standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Coach, how would you evaluate your team's performance thus far?
You know, I like the way we're playing tonight, but, you know, 1 or 2 untimely turnovers.
Fucking
These
crap.
guys are going to convert quickly, so we have to play an aggressive but precise game.
Coach, appreciate it. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, Doris, and we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Fucking halftime. Got my lucky hat. Sorry, guys. Sometimes you just got to be in that over-the-top Sylvester.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny. The Jet.
You guys
The
suck
first
without
quarter
Charles
for the
Barkley. I
Mavericks
just can't
was
watch
fairly
it.
even. The biggest
Can't
lead
watch
of the
that
quarter was only 3 points as they traded baskets back and forth. The second quarter was all theirs. Major uptick in offensive and defensive intensity as they
Three-point
did
percentage. Brandon Bass'
just about
fault.
time for the third quarter to get underway, and we'll see you again at
Just fucking make it fast. Fucking broadcast, bro. Come on. I'll show you how much the Lakers suck on Hall of Fame.
And as we welcome you back,
Hall of Fame
second half, so
difficulty.
far not a tightly contested
Down
game,
12,
guys, but
down
you know, anything
12.
can happen.
Checking out the game Wesley Matthews has had. 9 points, and he's made some
Okay.
good decisions
Why
with the
does
basketball,
Hibbert
too.
step away from the pass though? Stay where the fuck you're at.
Been today, Clark. I think it's critical for him
ass game.
and them. He should repeat
Oh
that.
my
every
gosh.
We've got Nick Young. Boy,
Fucking
Hibbert is
rage
out
quit
there
on
with
this
Brandon
fucking shit.
Bass.
Call of
Then
Duty.
it's Russell. And it's
NBA
Kobe in at the shooting guard
2K16.
position.
All
That's
trash.
the Laker 5. Big part of the problem for the Lakers last year was consistency. Clark, with all their injuries, they had to shuffle the lineup, it seemed, every game.
Well, you know what happened with all that shuffling was they got to see a lot of different players and evaluate them for the future. I think it helped in regards to what they're going to do this offseason. Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute
How do you not get that?
He shattered the backboard. And for the
Fuck
Lakers,
Chandler
obviously
Parsons.
the big get for them was landing the number 2 overall pick in the draft. Getting a quality big to add to a roster with Kobe is huge. It made them a player, again, I believe, in free agency.
And it's sent back by Nowitzki. Young against Williams. Here's Nowitzki.
Dude, glitch.
Hibbert pulls it in.
Get some lately.
Hibbert's got
Glitch.
his third rebound tonight.
And you know, when it comes to the Lakers, they're always going to be players in free agency if they have money.
Who's not running down the court?
Franchise in the NBA,
Brandon
one of the
Bass?
top 2 or
That's
3, no
out
doubt.
of my shit.
You have high draft picks and money to spend. People want to play for you, and not to mention, California is an attractive destination.
No, it's
now
not.
here's Williams. 6 points for him. Trying to break that ice-cold streak, and he gets it to go.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going
Fucking
to get
Lakers
worse from
suck.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And last season's
As
numbers
predicted.
show him at about an 83% clip, which is far
What's
better
that?
than most.
Guys, I thought he got into a groove last year at the charity stripe, and I thought he maintained it deep into the season as well.
Here is Matthews after
I don't know what's going on.
bucket.
This game's glitched. What these Wesley Matthews talking shit? Look at this Sasquatch.
So timeout call here, the first for Los Angeles.
Hey guys, it's been a slow decline for Darren Williams the last few seasons. Once
Ever since he
considered
left
an elite
Utah.
point guard, he just doesn't have that stature any longer.
Lakers trail by
He's
15.
never elite.
The
Talk about.
drive by Russell. Dirk
That should be a
Nowitzki with
fucking
the
foul,
rebound.
man.
Nowitzki's got 4 rebounds in this game. For Dallas, they've gone 4
Alright,
6
guys,
from the
folks.
field since the start of the third. Williams kicks to Matthews.
Why is Wesley Matthews on?
Bryant comes with the double team. McGee dishes to Nowitzki. Excellent use of the screen that time. Nowitzki's got 13.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
McGee with the block.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far.
Randall's checked in for Los Angeles. And Dallas also making a switch. Harris is checked in for Matthews. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Parsons for 3. Cannot hit. And the Lakers going the other way now. And Young, here we go. Here's Kobe. And again, the Lakers no good.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Williams against Russell. Williams attacking. Here's Nowitzki. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. Williams has got 4 assists in the game. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That's his third foul of the game.
Guys, you take a look at that box score. 5 turnovers for him. I think he's got to avoid
LA
the
Lakers, you guys
high-risk
suck.
play. Just be solid out there.
In real
KJ
life and
McDaniels, he's
in
checked
fucking
in for
video
Los
games.
Angeles. Now here is Harris. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin in the game.
Shadow of your
He
former
feeds it to
self.
Parsons. Randall grabs the board.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't
Foul,
get
Dirk.
the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
Mavericks have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Parsons attacking. Williams. And it's blocked.
Fuck out of here.
Here's McDaniels. Lakers working the ball around now. And fouled hard that time.
I think that's what I'm not doing right. I'm not taking it to the hole. I should be drawing fouls and getting these motherfuckers out of the game like Dirk.
Well, when you've got guys
Fucking
like Dirk and
Sasquatch.
Monte that can create their own
But then
shot,
again, free throws
it gives you
suck.
a chance to win close games. It's a big reason they were 6-0 in overtime games, in my opinion.
Free
And the
throws
Mavs won
suck.
close ones, as you said, but they knew how to close games out in general. 36-2 last year when winning going into the fourth quarter.
What the hell was that? Come
Now
on,
here's
KJ.
Williams. 8 points for him.
Stay with him.
To the left wing, here's
Oh my God,
Nowitzki.
Dirk.
Great touch on the 16-footer. Nowitzki's got 17.
When it rains, it pours. Another jump shot tickles that twine.
Now the fucking commentators
This is
talk
a
shit.
thunderstorm because they got it flowing right now. They are putting on a nice run.
Well, I tell you, that's what veteran teams do. I mean, they close out games. They know how to finish. The Mavs have the leadership and presence to not let any lead slip away by being inattentive to details.
Now here's Williams. Kicks it to Nowitzki. And K.J. McDaniels gets the whistle that time.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Larry Nance is checked in for the Lakers. Jordan Clarkson comes in for Young. And Dallas also making a switch. Powell's checked in. Here's Nowitzki. He's got 17. Parsons passes to Nowitzki.
My God, dude, you guys are sitting there watching him shoot.
Goes in. Nowitzki's got 10 points in the quarter.
And the crisp passing
Fucking mountain
has
monster.
opened things up for them.
The German
10 straight
Sasquatch.
points off
Dirk
assists. That's very impressive, and it
Nowitzki.
also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
And the Lakers call time here.
You know, in Dirk Nowitzki, you start to wonder if he's the best foreign-born player ever. Of course, you have a lot
God,
of
what does it fucking matter where he's born
for
at?
that distinction. I mean,
Oh my
you got
God.
Hakeem, Nash, Parker, just
They're all
to name a
fucking
few.
humans. Stupid ass fucking game. Oh God.
Good coming on the assist from Devin Harris.
Lakers
Harris
suck.
has got his third assist on the night.
Lakers suck.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Dallas.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
Yeah, and another thing, they've created a lot of turnovers, but they've also been able to convert when they've got down in transition.
The shot by Clarkson, no good. Back to the topic of Nowitzki as the greatest foreign-born player ever. I think Hakeem Olajuwon. Clark is really his only challenger.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and I'd keep Hakeem at the top of that list just because of his presence and impact at both ends of the floor. But Dirk, clearly one of the all-time greats in NBA history.
The drive by Russell. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. Williams, he's checked in for Russell. Then for the Mavericks, Raymond Felton, he's checked in for Williams. And Barea subbed in for Harris. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for two. And one feels bad for the way Julius Randle's career started. I was there that night. First game of the season, 7th pick out of Kentucky in the 2014 draft. Suited up for one game, broke his right leg 14 minutes in. And the guy
His
that
shit,
comforted
he
him
plays
most,
like
I
his
recall
shit's
very
still
vividly,
fucking broken.
Kobe Bryant stayed with him the entire time when he was really in shock on the floor.
He was, and unfortunately, for so many reasons. For one, he had really been progressing in the summer league, and the Lakers obviously had high hopes for him. And when he went down, that was the start of the rest of the ship kind of going down with him.
The Lakers making a switch here. Sacre's checked in. Clarkson kicks to Williams. Feeds it to Clarkson. The dish to Sacre.
Why is
And
Sacre
stolen
even
by
playing
Nowitzki.
right now?
And Nowitzki with a clear path to the basket. Drops in the breakaway layup. Nowitzki's got 14 points here in the second half.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc, and boy, are they taking advantage.
And, you know, going back to Randle's rookie year, his troubles really started during medical checkups before the draft. They found a foot injury dating back to high school. The fifth metatarsal had been broken, which may be why he fell a few spots in the draft.
LA's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Here's Clarkson. Got a hand.